Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jessica. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So today I have a first impression of the new Covergirl True Made Matte Foundation. They recently just launched this foundation, and when I saw that they came out with 40 shades, I said, yes, Covergirl, you did listen. Okay, come through with the 40 shade range. And I definitely knew that I had to test it out because, you know, I love me some foundation. They sent me this huge box, okay? Lord, it's heavy. I'm gonna put it down now. Oh my God. Don't drop it, Jessica. Oh my God. Okay, hi foundations. So thank you Covergirl for sending me that. The packaging is super sleek, very cute. It comes with a pump, which, oh my God, thank you for the pump. I'm loving all the different shade ranges right here. I love it. Before we go into how I feel about the foundation, my application of the foundation, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So yes, this is a matte foundation. They call it a comfort matte because sometimes matte can feel uncomfortable due to it being so matte that it's drying, but this claims to be a more comfortable matte. It's supposed to be transfer resistant, meaning that it won't transfer off on like your clothes or anything like that, which, you know, I'm not going to test that theory out. It's good to have a foundation that kind of stays put, so I'm excited to kind of test it out today, but also like in my everyday, you know, summer life. There are 40 shades of foundation, if I did not mention that, and they go from light, medium, tan, and deep. So for example, this is D10, which means deep tan. They also included undertones within the shade ranges. So there's warm, cool, and neutral undertones, which helps, you know, you find your perfect match. So I'm excited to try it out. I want you guys to see my application so you can kind of get a feel of how the foundation looks on my particular skin tone. All right, so if you want to see how the True Blend Matte Foundation by Covergirl, you know, did for me, let's dive into the video. Okay, so I have a couple of shades right here that I'm going to test out on myself to see which one would be my match. I'm going to start off with T10. That's T10. That's D15. And that one was D20. That's T70. Okay, so I think I found my match within this. The first one being D10, which is this one right here. The undertones are golden yellow, which that would work for me. And then the next one being D20, which is this one like right here. And the only reason why I'm saying this one might work is because the undertones are super like cool, golden, like olive tone. But that one might be a little bit too olive for me. So I think I might go with D10. Let's hope this is a match because I don't think the other ones really worked for me. I'm gonna go in with the Covergirl primer. This is their skin smoothing primer. This feels like a cream moisturizer. It's very like silky. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with D10 and I really hope this works for me. What I do like about it is that it has a pump and I'm going to apply it to my beauty blender and go to town. Okay, yeah, this one works. It looks a little lighter in the packaging, but once you blend it in, it does work. And I love the undertone of this one. It's not warm at all. It's golden, which is perfect for me. So the coverage on this is looking a little light to medium. You may be able to build it, but it's very kind of sheer. I feel like I keep going back and adding more just because I feel like the coverage is not as full as I would like it to be. All right, y'all, so this is my face after applying the foundation. I don't know. I feel like I don't look like I really have makeup on, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. The reason why I say that is because I can still see a lot of like blemishes, like my face. I can see just like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I really didn't do anything. So I'm trying to figure out if that's a good or a bad thing. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like I put on I think I put on like 3 layers of foundation, and I don't feel like I did that. I feel like this is like literally half a drop of foundation. I mean, I guess if you're going for like a more natural beat, you might, you know, dig this. So for those natural beat days, or say you want to just like, you're going to the beach or something like that, like something where you really don't want to put a lot of effort into your makeup, or you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, then this might be your jam. I don't know, I just feel like I feel like I didn't do anything, and I know I did. So next I'm going to highlight, conceal, and I was going to use my Covergirl concealer, but I don't think these are the right match. And I'm not in the mood to, no, that is way too pink. Hold on, let me just take it out the packaging first before I judge it. I really don't like these applicators. They take forever to come out. Yeah, that is too pink, and we're not gonna play ourselves. That's just too pink. And the other ones look pink, but just in a darker tone, so scratch that. I'm gonna have to go in with my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade Caramel. Again, with this application, I really dislike it. But anyways, I'm gonna use this one. This one looks kind of pink too. Why does everything look pink? This stuff is thick, okay? I'm gonna contour with my ColourPop concealer in Rich 75. This might be the old formula. You know how they changed their shades, so I'm not sure if this is the new or the old one. This is a little red. I haven't used this in a while, and I didn't realize how red it was, but we're gonna have to deal with it today. Okay, so here is the complexion after I highlighted and after I contoured, and it's looking decent. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and bake with my Sacha Buttercup powder. Next, I'm gonna go into Laura Mercier's translucent powder, and I believe this is, I never remember this darn name, Medium Deep. I just like to kind of go over everything with this just so it's not so yellow. For contour, I'm going to go into my Black Radiance contour palette and just, you know, sculpt and warm up that face. Then I just take this powder brush and just kind of like buff everything together, melt it in together so it's not so it's seamless and there's no harsh lines. I'm gonna go into my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the shade Deep. I love this powder, and I just like to go over my face like so. I need to do a tutorial using products that I just can't live without. I think that would be a fun video to do, because this is one of the products that I just cannot do my makeup without. You see that? I mean, come on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Alright y'all, so I'm back with my thoughts on the Covergirl trueblend Matte Made Foundation. So for pros, I think this is a really lightweight foundation. So if you don't like heavy foundations, you're really gonna enjoy this one. I feel like if you have oily combination skin, you really are gonna like this because it is definitely matte. Like, my face is extremely matte, which is a good thing for someone like me who has oily combination skin. I think the shade range is really good. There's 40 shades, which is really good for a drugstore foundation. L10 being the lightest and D90 being the darkest, which I think is pretty good. I give this foundation a 7. Between a 7 and 7.5. It's very light, and if you don't like super full coverage, you like that light to medium coverage, you're gonna enjoy this foundation, especially I believe for like those more natural looks and those everyday makeup looks. It feels really good on the skin. Like, my skin feels good. It doesn't feel too tight. It's not a drying matte. At least in my case, it's not a drying matte. It feels really good on the skin. So I'm glad they provided a variety of undertones, because I find that a lot of drugstore foundations, when they get to like the deeper shades, the undertone is generally just red. Now, as far as cons are concerned, if you do like a more full coverage foundation, then you're not really going to enjoy this one. It was super light. I could still see like my blemishes and stuff under the foundation, which, you know, if you're, and I put on 3 layers. So if you are putting 3 layers on, you expect a more full coverage. So I don't think this is a medium to full coverage. It's not really buildable. So if that's the issue for you, then you might not like this foundation. If you have dry skin, you may not like this foundation, because this is a matte foundation. So dry skin with matte, you might find it patchy, you might find it hard to like blend out. I didn't find it hard to blend out. It blended out pretty well for me. And it's not patchy on me whatsoever. So, I mean, those are the only cons that I can find with it. I don't know if this is like a 24-hour, I don't know how long the wear time is on this, but so far my skin looks pretty good. So I'm not mad at that at all. So those are my thoughts on the new CoverGirl True Blend Matte Foundation. I think it's definitely a must try. Just try it out, test it out. I mean, for under 10 bucks, you cannot go wrong with that. So it's definitely one of those drugstore foundations that you should give a go. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more first impressions on new makeup items that are out there. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!